Welcome everybody to this edition of Relentless Gaming. I'm your host, Mr. Relentless, on the set of Relentless Gaming with our beautiful and lovely rhino turtles. In case you haven't been here on the show before, we want you to know that you can buy our clothing line. You can buy the shirts, you can buy the hats, you can buy coffee mugs. Heck, we'll even sell you pens. Want some pens? Yeah. Relentless Gaming pens, that is. So if you want to get in on the gear, go to www.relentlessgaming.ca and get in all the deals now because our store is a grand opening. So today on the show, we're playing some COD and chill. Turtles doesn't like that name, but I like it.
Just waiting for somebody to bring me some deep fried fish and chips.
Call of Duty and chill. So anyways,
enemy recon aircraft observed.
You see we're playing World War II. And why, you ask, we are playing World War II? Clear my throat there. We're playing World War II because the end of an era has come along.
Not error.
The end of the monkey jumpers. It's over, folks. And I'm happy.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing about this since he figured it out.
I love
Non-stop.
the style of the game Black Ops. But the jumping around pisses me off. So this is the show. We're talking Black Ops 4, playing some World War II, which is going to be closer to the style of Black Ops 4 than what Black Ops 3 has been. For gameplay wise, as shooting.
Yes.
Because it's boots on the ground, folks. That's what it's going to be. They announced this at E3.
Mm-hmm.
And at E3, when they announced this, there were applause. Now, I'm not saying everybody's going to be happy over this, but I sure am. This is something that I am glad is happening. I want to see, I definitely want to see a lot more of the boots on the ground. Now, looking at Black Ops 4 to Black Ops 3, you'll notice that the brightness, the guns, the colors, it's all still there. The knee slides, they're still there.
I like the knee slides.
I'm happy that's still in there.
That's something I don't like about World War II, is that I'll go to try and do a knee slide.
Yeah.
But I just lay down.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I'm
Yeah,
just like,
yeah, I don't like that
war,
too.
Not a nap.
I find it gives you a bit of that speed to the game. That's what we're looking for, right? Yeah,
Keep
so
moving.
we want to see that. Now, the next thing I'm seeing, and I'm not too sure people are going to be so happy with this, besides the no wall running, is the health. The health is now set to 150%. Treyarch done this so that it'll be more of a fighting game. You'll be more in there with the gun shooting fighting. It's not going to be as fast paced with the deaths. For me, that's great, because if you add the part where there's none of this thrust jumping, which I call monkey jumping around, works out better. But if they had monkey jumping, just say they were jumping around like monkeys, and they had 100% and 50% health, what are you gonna do? You're aiming around, I cannot stand them. When they're hopping around like orangutans, trying to shoot your gun off like that, and there's this thing flying around like a flying moose. No. I'm glad they got rid of that jump. That's my personal opinion. That's from Mr. Relentless.
Oh, wrong.
Now, what do you think of it, Turtles?
The no jumping?
What's your take? Yes.
I enjoy the jumping. I enjoy the running along the walls and just having that more movement.
Yes. Now, I can't say that I did not completely dislike it. I liked it to have some fun. It felt more upbeat and fast-paced, but it wasn't something that I was able to master.
We weren't going to be
Let's say.
It was an evening with a couple drinks goofing around.
Yeah. Kind
of thing, not get into it, try and up your ability.
But I will say, for the CWL, the championships, if you watch over Black Ops 3, that was some of the most exciting gameplay you have seen. These players played it to the max, and they were relentless.
Most definitely.
Now, another thing we want to talk about is Fog of War, the new mini-map.
I can't even see. I get stuck on a friggin' airplane because I got this little bunny hop.
Well,
like,
hey, you couldn't make it.
No, I feel like
Turtles was hard into Black Ops 3, in case anybody doesn't know here lately, and we're switching over to some World War II to try to get our try to get into the style without jumping. Now, if you're looking at Fog of War, the new minimap, for me, that's another thumbs up. That is totally great. I like it because I'm not getting these monkey jumpers run around, shoot me in the back while I'm trying to spray my bullets all through the sky. Shooting the sun, the stars, and the moon, it does not work for me.
That's why you do bursts.
I like the mini-map.
You aim, burst, unaim, follow it, burst.
Yeah, well, here's the deal with that. I like the mini-map for the reason, this new style, is that the fella on the other side of the map ain't going to come flying over top of rooftops like he's Superman or something and shoot me in the back. It ain't happening no more, folks. Mr. Relentless has had enough. I don't see why you're laughing right now.
Because it's hilarious.
How is that hilarious? I'm getting shot in the back by these bunch of orangutans flying through the sky thinking they're Superman, and I'm trying to shoot bullets. I'm just glad it's not like this and they have 150% health, because I'd have no chance. I'd be in the hospital. The blood pressure would be going up. That stream would be the death stream. The death stream of Mr. Relentless. Folks, there's some big things coming. This is big. This is really big. 17 maps on day 1.
Yep.
That's big. That's the biggest Call of Duty has had. Now, others are thinking they're getting ripped, because they're not paying for a campaign, which they do not have anymore.
Nope.
My thoughts on that. The campaign. World War II, I played 20 minutes of the campaign.
I don't think I even played that much of it.
The last campaign I played was Advanced Warfare. Before that was a bit of Ghosts and some Modern Warfare. I couldn't care less. I never played much of them. I'm happy to see no campaign, but I'm displeased I'm paying the same price.
Why? Why should you not pay the same price?
Because I will eventually, like World War II, I'll eventually go through and play it so I can say I did it and enjoy it. But I think we should be getting something more. Which brings me to the point.
We're getting
17 maps, yes.
Crap more maps, and same with the zombies getting more zombie maps.
This brings me to the point that if you look at the games when you're buying them to pre-order, for Black Ops 4, there is no season pass. Which makes you think there was either free content, possibly. The only reason I'm thinking this is because Treyarch is now competing with the company, or the game to say, let's say game, that has taken over these shooting games. Not taken over to say, but they're now on top. I'm talking Fortnite. Fortnite is the hottest game going right now. That has the most players on it right now playing. With that said, I don't think Call of Duty likes that too much. They were on top for so long that they need to get back on top. I'm rooting for them. I do like Fortnite. Yeah, it's fun. Fortnite's free. You can hop on there and play for free. There's going to be a lot more people playing. If they start releasing downloadable content for this for free, Call of Duty's coming back up, baby. It's going to happen.
I can't see them giving us free content, though.
No, I can't see it either. That's just a rare possibility. We're not saying, we're just rumoring stuff out and coming up here with ideas. Maybe Treyarch should watch this stream of Relentless Gaming. Anyways, I'm still happy with the bright colors. I like the colors of the guns and the customizing things. Well, what do you think of all the colors and the guns and the customizable stuff of Black Ops? I enjoy that part.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that makes it fun. Adds some depth to the game.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of people that dislike the idea that they still have the, what's the classes called again? The specialists.
I don't know why people don't like the specialist,
I
though.
know, I've been reading on forums.
If you don't want to use a specialist, then just don't use the ability.
I know,
whichever character you like the way it looks.
Yeah.
Just don't use the ability.
I've been looking on forums and stuff, and yeah, there's a lot of people that seem to dislike it. I like it. I find it gives a lot more depth, personality to the game. It makes it more funner. Well, let's go back to this Fog of War map when I get off on that tangent there. Yeah, don't mention jumping around me in Call of Duty. I'll go way off. I'll be in left field. So anyways, the map. The map is going to put everybody into that position of having to strategize. I like it. I think they're focusing more on the hardcore tournament style gameplay, on team-based. Team-based is the way that Relentless Gaming is going. We are going into team-based tournament esports style of gameplay.
See, I just went to go thrust jump out of the way while I reloaded to save myself, and I couldn't, so I died.
See, that's why we need to play this, right? It's going to work. It's the best way to prepare right now if you don't have the beta. And the beta's not out till the 10th.
Either.
I want to drop off a really big bombshell here that if you want to get in on the beta and you want to see what's coming soon, September 10th, join Relentless Gaming.
I just took that one out with my life, literally, and then it just magically back in the exact same spot. Cool beans. I'm not happy.
Anyways, follow us along on September 10th for Relentless Gaming, and you're going to see some pretty cool stuff. Because we're going to be previewing Black Ops to the world. Black Ops Blackout. Now, with this map,
we have fire superiority.
The mini map to say, it's focusing a lot more on being strategized in the game and team-based. What about the dude who comes home from work, working all day on the construction site, stripping down butt naked, flopping his arse on the couch, doesn't want to put on that microphone while he's just putting sweat stains in his coat of his arse cheeks, and doesn't want to talk to nobody. He's sick of talking to everybody today. There's a lot of lone wolves out there playing games that don't want to strategize. They just want to have fun. What do you think?
Yeah, they should definitely... I don't even know how you would fix that, because that'd be a lot more stuff that they would have to put into each.
Possibly they should have a classic team deathmatch with the regular mini-map.
Don't like the team deathmatch. They like the other options for gameplay. but don't want that hardcore team have to be talking and then...
I don't know. These are all situations Treyarch's going to have to deal with. I personally like it. I want the tournament style. I want the hardcore gaming.
Yep.
I want it to the max. I want to go. I want to shoot. I want to run around. I want it team-based. I want to strategize with the team. I want to be on the mics. This is going to be fun, people. My opinion. What's yours? Pop up in the stream. Tell us what you think.
I swear to God that if there is a friggin' landmine through here again.
4 zombie maps on release date.
That is correct.
Turtles likes the zombies.
As long as they don't do it like how they did with Black Ops 3. I did not like the zombies in Black Ops 3.
Why is
Didn't
that?
like it.
Why is that?
Super confusing. Didn't give you any sort of information as to what you're supposed to do. Just... You'd have to spend extra time doing research. You have to do homework to play a video game. That's just stupid.
Yeah, that takes the fun out of it.
Yes, it does.
There's strategizing on the fly, then there's pre-developed strategies, which you have to figure out before you play, especially in zombies, is no good. I understand the pre-developing strategic parts of the game when you're playing multiplayer, because you get to know your maps. You get to know where to go, you get to understand a lot more. These maps are going to be different. They aren't your normal, like, you normally see, you look at a map, there's like 3 channels. Like, there's the center, and then there's like 2 kind of outsides. And there's like a main fighting spot here, and a main one, just basically that, right?
Yep.
Now, these maps, by the look of them, if you watch the beta, there's a lot more areas to them, and there doesn't seem to be so designated fighting spots. There's a lot more channels, which is going to be interesting to see how this all changes the gameplay.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I wasn't excited as what I was until I started reading about this. This has got me stoked. I'm pumped, baby.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited for the new zombie maps just themselves. Even if I don't like how they do the gameplay for the zombies, I'll probably still play, try and do them just to see what their storylines and maps are like, because they've got 2 remastered ones from previous Black Ops games. I believe they're bringing one in from 1 and one in from 2.
Yeah.
And then there are 2 new ones that they're doing. One is you go back in time to the Roman Colosseum and you fight the zombies in the Colosseum.
That's going to be epic.
Yeah.
I'm going to love that. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Seeing the Colosseum with zombies into it, that's mind-blowing, everybody. But you got to think, Treyarch needs to come out big. If they want to go on with this and they want to reclaim their spot, they need to come out fighting.
I think they'll be able to do it just because they haven't had a new Call of Duty game for such a long time. And
since November 2017, I believe, when
really, it seems like it's been a lot longer.
World War II came out.
Seems like it's been a lot longer.
Oh, I believe that's when it was.
Team deathmatch. Eliminate all Axis forces.
And just because it's a different type of shooting game than Fortnite.
Yes.
And they've got the zombies, they've got their multiplayer, and both gameplays for Call of Duty are completely different than Fortnite.
Yeah, totally. Now, also looking at this, they are a very good point, is that they are very 2 different games. But it's still a shooting game, and they're still losing players. And I think they may be just losing the casual player and these online pro streamers that are playing these games. You see a lot of them on PC that are playing Fortnite. Now, my thoughts is that Treyarch wants to just be able to compete. I think it's more to it than just having the players. I think it's just to be known as what you are. Like the CWL, you look at it, they're big.
Mm-hmm.
That's a championship.
Yeah.
They have pride in what they have. I think the pride thing is that Treyarch wants to be the top. And I don't blame them. I would want to be the top too. because now they're just known as if you look at this if you look at the amount of people playing the games and you see Fortnite has more, I think it's a blow to your ego, and then you just want to get back up. Now, with that being, they obviously are two different games until this game. Until Black Ops 4. They are now having the game mode called Blackout. That's going to be epic. I've looked into this a bit, and from what I can tell, it's a bunch of other maps with Nuketown in the center. If you look at the images of it, because they had a preview of for it, and in some of the images you could see Nuketown but it looked like Berlin or something in World War II. Just a destroyed, written off town with two buses in the center, which gave it away to be Nuketown. Now, it's supposed to be a bunch of maps centered around. How are they going to do this? I brought up some images here I want to take a look at. And we're going to go through them. We're going to try to decipher the code here and figure this out. So, we're first looking at it. So, one of the images you're looking at, there's one of them boats going along, and it's a scene from Cargo, a multiplayer map in Black Ops 2. This is on the preview for Blackout. Another one of the scenes, which is the biggest drop bomb that we're going to let out here, is if you go through them slow, there's zombies at the asylum from Call of Duty World at War. That's right, there is zombies here in the preview for Blackout.
That'll be...
What are they doing there? Why are the zombies there? We'll get back to that here in a bit. There's Raid, a Black Ops 2 map. This tower that seems to be a helicopter flying around it, and in another scene you see an image of a person going to leap off of the tower. So this suggests that there's multiple levels of gaming, but you cannot tell which map this is from. Can you see that image there?
Oh. That, I believe, is the new remastered firing range.
New remastered firing range.
Yes, the old firing range map from, I believe, the original Black Ops.
Really?
They're remastering it for Black Ops 4.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
What is it called? I can't remember what it's called now.
If you are right, you heard this on Relentless Gaming first from Rhino Turtles. Let's see if you're right. Only time will tell. This brings us to the Nuketown. If you haven't seen these, look these up. This is getting really interesting. I'm so excited to see how Call of Duty answers to Fortnite. You also see images of players in wingsuits. Are they diving down? Can they not choose something better than jumping out a bus or an airplane? Can they not figure something else out and be a bit more original?
I agree, but at the same time, what else is there? There's not really that many options for...
Oh, when we were talking earlier and brainstorming, you were saying something about a plane?
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe, like, a plane crash. Like, they're coming in and the plane's crashing, so they have to jump out. But
Okay.
at the same time, yes, it's not just the thing flying over and dropping everybody and then going and landing, but it's still out of a plane, parachuting down.
It's interesting. Now,
Oh,
What about this? They have the fog in Fortnite. How is Call of Duty going to set up blackout so the map changes? Obviously, you can't have 2 people left in a map that's the size of 5 or 6 Call of Duty maps. Trying to hunt each other down, the game would go on for days, it could.
Well, especially if there's revives, too.
Yeah.
Like if you come back.
What are they going to do? How are they going to be original? I don't want to see a copycat of Fog. I do not want to see that. If they want to make it and they want to beat Fortnite, they need to be original. Treyarch, you need to come out with something good.
I think a cool idea. It's similar to the fog where areas getting smaller. You could die if you stay too long inside of that zone that's closing in on you. But instead of fog, it is a massive horde of zombies coming in from all sides.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That would be it. I guarantee you, that's probably why the zombies are in that picture.
Could be. We won't know until it
Bam.
comes out, though.
You know it. That's right. Treyarch, if you're looking for somebody, you can hire her or you can hire Relentless Gaming. We'll get you going. The zombie horde around the map, horde around the map, closing in on you. Oh, that would be epic. But what if they're just throwing this out there? The game says it's 1 to 32 players, correct?
Yes.
So, if their map in this, what's it, open world or however they call it, if their map only holds 32 players, that's disappointing. It obviously then cannot be as big as a Fortnite map.
Yeah.
But then we shouldn't be comparing it to Fortnite because it's a game in its own. If they can make an open world survival game into the last person standing, then on their own and make it different and do good. But with 32 players, it does not sound epic to me. I think they need at least 80.
Yeah. Even 50. Even 50 players.
That could
You got
work.
25 people on each team.
That could work.
Because I think that's
But
what
I would
Fortnite started at.
Yes.
I think that's what it started at, and then as it became more popular and they were doing updates for it, they upped it now to its, I think, 90 or 100.
Yeah, so that's what interests me. I want to see big. I want big open world. I want a lot of people to shoot. I want some survival in there. I'm excited. So I'm just going to read up here some on this. So in one of their leaks, a post claims that Nuketown is in the center of the map, surrounded by water. So obviously it's on island. But
See, now them doing
there's
that,
a huge list of details with hinting at how many players take part each match. Equipment, backpacks, and weapons.
See, that 1 to 32 players that I saw, though, I
Maybe
don't
it's
know
just
if
for online
it
play.
might, yes, it might just be for the multiplayer. It might not be part of, what is it, Blackout?
Yes,
Yes,
that is possible.
That might only be for that because they haven't given us like almost any information for Blackout.
True.
So that could just be they're going to make larger scale multiplayer.
Could be. Yeah, because they wouldn't put on the case or anything 1 to 100 or I just can't see that.
No.
So there's some leaks here saying that 50 player matches, 64 players currently in testing. That would be okay. I could deal with 64.
Yeah.
Definitely no lower than 50.
Yeah, I feel like 50 should be the starting point. Because I think that's what most of the games like that start at. Fortnite, PUBG, H1Z1. believe they all started at around 50 at least, and then went higher if they didn't start higher already.
Correct.
As well, another point that I forgot when we were talking about the zombies, we forgot to talk about that 4th zombie map. We mentioned the 2 remastered ones and the Coliseum. There's another one that I am super excited for. Sounds like it's going to be epic. It takes place on a cruise ship, but not just any cruise ship. We're going to be on the Titanic.
That's going to be cool. Why don't you fill us in on what's all about with this one?
Well, from what I've seen and read and snooped around for, it's you've got your group of 4, your 4 new people on the team. I can't remember all of their names. I know there's Scarlett, Shaw. I can't remember the other 2 now.
Okay.
But you are on the Titanic, and everything's going good, and then all of a sudden, the zombie virus, there is a breakout, and it slowly spreads across the ship between the crew members and the guests, and you have to fight to stay alive.
That's going to be cool. That's going to be really, really cool.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun.
I think so, too, because pretty much all of the other zombie games, you get dropped in, and it's already been zombies for a long time. This ain't nothing new. There's been zombies around forever. Everybody's pretty much used to the zombies.
Yeah.
And this is like, oh my gosh, it's happening right here in front of us.
If Call of Duty throws zombies into their open world game here, what do they call them?
Well, I don't think that this kind of map is open world.
No.
Open world is what Breath of the Wild for Legend of Zelda.
Yeah,
Skyrim.
what do they call the Fortnite in that? It's
I think it's just. I'm not sure.
I'm
not sure if it's got a special title or not.
All right, let's just leave that alone. But anyways, if they throw zombies into this, that would be making the extra step up to get them back on top. Zombie games are coming, everybody. They are big. Zombie games are what people want to play. These survival zombie games.
Oh yeah, zombies are huge. We've got the 2 new ones coming out.
Days Gone.
Days Gone and The Walking Dead. Both look phenomenal. It'll be interesting to see how they're going to differentiate each other.
Yes.
From how they're going to differentiate themselves from the other one. Because it's going to be big competition. I think Walking Dead's going to get a lot right off the bat just because it's got the Walking Dead title, and that's already a huge franchise.
Yep. No, this is going to get really interesting. The gaming world is getting more competitive, and Black Ops 4 is stepping it up to the tournament-style gamer. Only concerned about the dude or the chick that just wants to chill and play. Mm-hmm. But we'll touch base on that a bit more here in a bit. One thing I want to talk about, though, that 150% health, where it takes a few more shots to get off to win the fight. Focusing more on fighting and slowing down the deaths that happen over and over. One thing I don't like is that armor perk. It gives you 200% health. And if you have a medic on your team, everybody gets 200%. That's a lot of health.
Now, is that how they were originally going to do it? Or is
that's how it is in the beta.
Okay, so because I did look, and because they did their first round of the beta here, it's done and over with. That was one of everybody's big concerns that they did not like was the armor.
Yes.
Because it was just taking forever to kill somebody. It was almost impossible to beat somebody with armor. So they were going to deal with that and take it down some. You could still use armor, but it's not going to completely get rid of damage. It is just going to lower it a little bit.
Now, apparently your armor, if you have the armor perk on, it only lasts once in the match. So it doesn't return itself. That is a good part of it. So you're going to get that annoying shots off with one guy who's just, you're like, geez, I just shot him 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times and he's still going. And he got 4 or 5 shots at me and I'm dead. You'll get them annoying shots first beginning of the match, first minute.
Yeah.
Other than that, you should be okay. Once it's gone, apparently it does not come back. That's from what I'm understanding. How you doing? You getting used to the no jumping?
No, the no jumping and the no sliding is gonna be the death of me.
Now I'm liking the map styles for Black Ops. They're looking really interesting. We've got plenty of new and remastered maps.
Oh, flamethrower! Cheater!
Let's see. Let's get a map list up here and let's start checking them out and see what's happening. So, anybody who doesn't know yet, Turtles will be hosting her very own stream on our channel. It'll be Call of Duty Zombies for Black Ops 4. It'll be uncensored, unscripted, and it's gonna be, damn it, it's gonna be relentless. You're gonna want to get on that. You want to see the mouth on this thing flap around. It's gonna be good. We'll get her a little bit agitated before she starts.
Oh, great.
That'll bring the entertainment right up there.
Yeah.
We're losing the fight.
Alright. I'm going to look at an article by IGN.
Coordinates confirmed. Firing on target. Hostile bomb mission underway.
So, they're stating
We have the momentum.
Jungle is an original from Black Ops 1 that's coming.
Yep.
Slums from Black Ops 2. That'll be good. And Summit comes back from Black Ops 1. As does Firing
Oh,
Range.
that's good. I like Summit. Summit, I enjoyed that one a lot. It also,
We're winning
that
the fight.
map could make me rage.
Enemy recon aircraft.
That brought
Yeah.
out the anger in me.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to
It
cover.
was never always the same. There were sometimes I would do absolutely horrible, and then other times I'd do great. So it made a lot of fun because it was never like, oh, I'm gonna do this map stuff. Oh, this is easy. I'm gonna do awesome. Or oh, not this map again. I'm gonna suck. It's okay. Let's see. Can I do it? Can I do it? Let's get going. Let's do it.
That's right. The Hulk here. Let's see the Hulk
Oh, yeah.
Rage.
Great work. They are in full retreat.
Nuketown, obviously, we've discussed this here. Really excited to see Nuketown. If I can sit in Nuketown all day in that open world one,
Yeah.
I'll be in it. I'm just calling it open world. I know it's not open world.
The only thing
but
that I
it's
don't
gonna
like
get the
about
name.
them putting that in the middle of the map on an island, that is the exact same as Fortnite. They've got Loot Lake, which
True.
has got the little island right in the middle with the house,
Yeah.
and it's almost dead center in the map. What do they got? They've got another island, dead center of the map with a house on it.
That is sad. That is sad. They should be able to come up with something interesting. But I think what is
I
interesting,
think,
though...
oh, you know what would have been great for that?
What's
Instead
that?
of a lake, a crater. Because Nuketown is famous for it being the bomb test zone.
That would have been
Have
genius.
it in a crater or have craters around it for them trying
And
where they would have been trying
It would have
to
been
hit it.
original. Like, Fortnite has this crater thing or this bomb went off. But
Yes, but
Nuketown is still
that I believe
original
is
if they're in
gone.
the crater.
That, I believe, is gone because they were doing that for a meteor that was
Yeah.
actually happening in real life. And they were kind of timing it with it so that when it was going by, they had it crash.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
and it's,
cool.
as far as I don't think it's still there. It might be. I don't play Fortnite that often. I've only played it a handful of times.
Yeah.
So
let's look at the new maps.
like,
Let's
seriously,
see.
apparently they need to hire me because I've got all these great ideas.
I know.
The Horde closing in on you. And when I say Horde, I don't mean like 4 or 5 in a, like,
Yeah, you
a
mean,
circle.
like-
I mean
Like the ones you see in
thousands
Days
where
Gone.
They're going to be pulling you down. You're going elbows trying to get through them.
That's going to be crazy.
That would be wicked. But it's not like you're gonna die immediately as the Horde hits you. You're gonna be taking damage from the zombies attacking you,
Yeah.
and you can kill the zombies as you're going through. just, it's not automatic death and just standing there hoping and just waiting for yourself to die.
Yeah, true.
And if you can, something cool too is if you could make it through the horde, like say you're like in the middle of the horde because you weren't paying attention, you're farming for stuff, and they come up on you, but you make it through there and you kill zombies, that you get a special item for surviving the horde.
That would be interesting. Now, I don't want to see it where it's like completely takes over the game where it's a zombie survival game. I still want to see that part of it, but it would be interesting to be in a house raiding it, getting your gear, and then you come back out the door and there's zombies around. Yes. That would be cool.
Yeah.
And eventually the zombies get thicker. They're packed more, so you have no chance at surviving. You have to push to the center.
Yeah, because that's similar with what they do with on Fortnite. Is the smaller the circle gets, the more toxic the fog becomes.
Yes, correct. Oh yeah, there's plenty of theories out there as to what this game is going to be. To me, already, I'm stoked. I'm excited. I'm ready to play. I want to get in there. I want to strategize. I want to be on a team. I want to go, go, go. I know we're going to be pretty hard into it. Day one. Live. Doing our Press Start episode. Press Start is our show that we do. It's as soon as the game comes out and it's downloaded that night, we're on there playing. We're streaming it to everybody. If you want to get the review, you want to see the first clips, you want to see how it goes, you come on to Relentless Gaming. We'll get you posted. We'll get you up to date. You'll see what you think about it. It'll be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah,
along with our tournaments we're going to be hosting online for beautiful trophies we have coming with this Black Ops 4 game. Especially now that it has more strategy to it, makes a tournament a lot more intense. They had to do something because they took away the jumping. I like what they did with the mini-map and the shooting.
I'm glad that even though they got rid of the jumping, that they kept the slide.
Yeah.
Because the slide, I think, is... It's more realistic. Like, you can fight with someone, you could try and slide, depending on what it's like. You may or may not do it, but it's better than this...
it gives you something to get away with.
Yeah, it's not just gonna be this, like with World War II, where if you hold down for PlayStation the circle button, you just lay down.
Sure.
Which really doesn't help you at all.
No.
It's just like, okay, I'm just gonna lay down and die now.
Pretty much, just like drop down.
Yeah,
I think the only good thing about that is that people that mod it out for drop shot. But you don't see many people doing that anymore. That was big at one point.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Playing Ring Around the Rosie there.
Oh, he just kept keeping just out of enough distance.
Just this. Damn.
Just far enough away.
Yeah.
That I couldn't get him. And what I should have done there is brought out my pistol.
Pretty much, yeah. You don't think of that though.
I don't. I'm still getting used to that. I'm trying to. I was playing on Black Ops the other day, and I did it for like the first time ever.
Oh, yeah?
I ran out of ammo, switched to my pistol, and got the kill. I was like, yes! I did it!
That's epic. That's epic when you get them moments.
Yes.
You learn to adapt. And that's what we're doing here. We're preparing to adapt to Black Ops 4. Not by playing Black Ops 3, but in our crazy mindset here on Relentless Gaming, we're playing World War II.
Yep.
Because this is going to be more what it's like. It's boots on the ground. That is what's happening. Yeah, so, you know what?
Enemy care package observed.
I'm really excited. I want everybody to stop by, check out relentlessgaming.ca, get yourself some gear. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. We're on YouTube and we're on Twitter.
Yeah.
You gotta find us. We'll have all the links posted up into our Twitch account and our YouTube account and our Facebook account. You'll find us. Get through it. On Twitch, we're one Relentless Gaming. That's number one Relentless Gaming. So yeah.
Don't forget to message us, email us, comment if you want to join our team for Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
We're happy to have you. We're ready. We're excited. We want to get that practice in and see if we can do it.
Even just follow us along so you can get in on the times of the tournaments that we're hosting.
Yep.
It's a free trophy. It's going to be beautiful. We'll send it right to your door. Just follow us along. Get in on that. Take your chance. Try to win. Be known as a champion. 'Cause it's going to be relentless. We get some other more prizes to draw for. We'll have a monthly stream where we give away some gear. On the store right now, we have a t-shirt special for $14.99 Canadian.
It is this white shirt you see here behind us, except instead of the red writing, it is in an awesome bluish teal color, similar to our original logo color that you can see on Mr. Relentless's hat.
That's right. So yeah, if you want to email us, relentlessgaming@shaw.ca.
Yep.
Get in touch with us. Any questions at all, any shows you want to see. We'll be doing a lot of new previews coming. After Call of Duty, there's also Battlefield that's coming out. That's going back to original. They're supposedly having another open world doing it too. Everybody's falling into this mindset of this is where they have to be.
Yeah.
It's popular. It is big. Fortnite's done amazing with it.
Yep.
What does gaming have to bring? What's going to come next? You gotta wonder. What are they going to do?
Yeah, well, in a couple of years, they're completely phasing out these systems, and they're going to bring us something completely new. Both PlayStation and Xbox, so
Yep.
we'll see.
You look at, they're usually on a 5 to 6 year mark.
Yep.
Though I still love the PS Pro. I think our PS Pro, I would continue to play it for a long time.
Oh, yeah,
I think
definitely.
it still has plenty of life left into it.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely
Team
not going
deathmatch.
anywhere.
Eliminate the enemy team.
So yeah, was there anything else I wanted to get off my chest? I'm glad the monkey jumping's gone.
I was going to say, well, you definitely
Flying
got that
around
monkey
like
jumping off
freaking
your chest.
orangutans, trying to shoot
Bring it
them.
hard.
Man, just
raged out
imagine if
about
they had
that.
200% health. Going around, geez, it'd take me 2 years to kill one per. Yeah, no, I can't handle it. Yeah, I'll get stressed out just thinking about it. Black Ops 4 is going to be it. This is it. I know it's not do or die, and I know I'm making it seem like that, but to Treyarch, I'm sure it's do or die because they want to be the best. The CWL, their tournaments start December 9th or 12th, I believe. I'll find out. We'll fill you in on the next
it's in
show.
December.
It's in December 9th or 12th. That's going to be epic. Can't wait to see the gameplay on there.
We have fire superiority.
But anyways, everybody, I want to thank you for joining the stream. Don't forget to follow us along, like, share, for Relentless Gaming. And me being Mr. Relentless, and my co-host,
Recon searching for
Rhino
targets.
Turtles.
saying adios. Until the next stream, baby. Follow us. Don't forget to buy a t-shirt.